Thank you guys for watching the Animal One Guys YouTube channel. If you like my content, leave a comment down below. Ask me questions, let me know what you liked about it. And hey, click on the little like button. But please, if you want, go ahead and subscribe, because it helps my channel out. That way you can stay up to date with all my videos. And if you want, click on the bell icon to get notified. Right? Right? Huh? 1 out of 2. Not bad. Well, let's go over and take a look. Okay, so here we are in front of Sweet Tooth's old enclosure, and I'm just so excited to have him out of here. It was small, but he grew very fast, and it just took me longer than I would have wanted to get him in his new enclosure. He was getting close to the point of reaching it. He's almost 3 feet long. So, whew, he's out of here. Now, let's set this up for Nagini. Now, there's a couple things Sweet Tooth did that were unfortunate. Is the Exoterra backing here, he started to dig it out. So in both corners, there is a little cut in the back out, in the backdrop on the side. That's where you could feed wiring out and up the back. So he found that on the left side, and he dug through it. Not the end of the world, so I just took some expandable foam, some spray foam insulation out of the little can, guys. That is your friend if you have reptiles and you want to make a backdrop. Sprayed some in there, cut it to size, spray painted it. I used this camouflage color to try to match the back, and it came out really well. And now she's going to have a bigger platform that she could also go up. So that is phase 1 of prepping for this. Now we're going to get her heat mat. We're going to feed it under the tank on the side. We're going to put forest floor bedding, which is like mulch, as the bedding on the inside here, guys. That's what she currently has. I really like forest floor for snakes. Some people will use coconut fiber, but for ball pythons who like it, you know, to get a little bit more humid, it's a little bit easier to control the humidity while not making a muddy mess. That's what I like for my ball python, but you can use what you guys are comfortable with. So why don't we get a time lapse going of putting this tank together after I put that heat mat under, and we can see what we come up with. All right, let's do it. All right, let's get all this in. So the heat pad is down. The temperature probe I already ran in. We're going to spread this mulch out. This is going to be quick, so we don't need a time lapse. We can real video it. You don't need a lot of mulch, especially for a ball python. We just want a thin layer here, and this is really just to help hold in humidity. We're going to put the temperature probe over here in the corner. That's right under the heat mat over there. We're going to hit all of this with a little bit of water. So the nice thing is, taking over Sweet Tooth's cage, there's a humidistat already set up in this, and a fogger, so I won't have to keep misting her mulch like I did in the other cage. It's just great. But we're going to give this a light misting now. And guys, I can't stress enough, when you do any type of bottom tank heating for any reptile, make sure it is on a thermostat. I can't stress that enough. Alright, and just we're shooting for about 60% humidity. This is just fresh, dry mulch. So if people are like, man, you're putting a lot of water on that. Well, when you've got fresh, dry mulch and you know it's 1/2 inch thick to 1 inch thick, that water's got to soak down this first initial time. And so that's what we got to do. We just got to get it in there, and we got to get it to soak down. Now, the cool side of the tank on the left, this is going to have an LED bulb. It's right there in the middle. But we've got a Reptile Hide here. And I went ahead and spray foamed a Tupperware container up there because I want that to be the water bowl. And a lot of times people are like, my water bowl, it takes up so much space and I don't know what to do with it. Guys, put it on top of the hide. Like, if you've got a flat reptile hide, put the water bowl on top of it. Save yourself space. It works great. I just like to keep it on the cool side. That way the water doesn't get evaporated out, you know, which you could do sometimes if you put the water bowl over a heat pad to help add humidity. Now, we're going to drop this guy right in here. Notice the temperature probe goes under and inside of here. That's going to be the hot pad. So the hot pad itself comes out to just in front. That's going to help maintain. But then I do have a low wattage ceramic heat emitter above that's on a thermostat as well to keep that temp. And then Nagini, loving to climb and everything. I'm going to put this big log in here because her high log she's using now won't fit. But let's give her some enrichment, maybe like this. Just like cut in the middle like that. Because she'll be able to go under, wrap around it, up on top, on ledges, can use that to help bridge the gap, which is really nice. Now, some people are going to comment, I already know, so I'm going to get out ahead of it. Yes, I took the bulb, the light, the dome, and the heat mat from her old enclosure. So is she in darkness right now? Is she going to be cold because she's not on a heat, you know? Yeah, so she's in darkness, but that's okay. There's ambient light in the room, obviously. And it's also okay that her heat mat is gone for right now because, one, the mulch that's in her tank and the bottom of the tank, that's going to hold on to the heat for, you know, the 5 minutes that it's taking me to get it in here, get the thermostats programmed, which I just did, get the humidistat programmed, which I just did, and also then to bring this tank and this mulch up to temp. So I've just been pouring in water on the left side of the screen here, you see, and this is nice, secure. It got spray foamed underneath and then spray foamed on the side, and I trimmed it back. So that's all set. What I'll do is, this is it. This is it. She's got her hides. She can go up on here too to be on something solid off of the heat, but maybe not on the mulch, up on here. If she wants to get in the water, she can climb on that ledge back there, all over the back. Even in the front here, there's enough room for her. So she can really go all over, which is nice. And something else with ball pythons, guys. Every time people look at the hides and they're like, oh, those are too small. Ball pythons, normal ball pythons, really like to get themselves in compressed, tight, feel safe, other than Nagini. So I had to go larger for her here because she likes to be stretched out all the time, climbing on things. It's interesting. I can always add another log on top of this, going across or maybe spanning. We'll see how she goes. I'm going to go get her, and then I'll film putting her in because the thermostat in here is reading really close. It's about 83.5. I like to have the heat mat mulch be at about 85, so that's plenty fine to get her in there for right now while that comes up another, you know, 1.5 degrees. Okay, so I have Nagini here, and I'm just going to introduce her to the new enclosure, and we're going to see what happens. This is going to be really good enrichment here, guys, because we just have all new scents. It's always good enrichment just when you change the mulch alone. That's enrichment, but we're going into new mulch, hides, big giant log, new tank in general, which I did disinfect with reptile cleaner this entire tank. So let's see what she does. All right, everybody, as you can see, she's just enticed with the tank. So much enrichment. She's just moving around everywhere. I've got cleanup to do on top of the tank. But other than that, this is going to be awesome. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to the channel, watching my videos, especially the comments. I hope you guys see that I'm making an effort to, although it's in batches, reply to comments at least a few times a week. So I sort the analytics by comments I haven't responded to and go down and throw likes or hearts or reply back. So thank you so much. Take care.